Yu-Gi-Oh! Hello everyone, welcome. This is your friend, Alakazam ASMR, back to you again with even more Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. Today, we'll be returning to a pack we've already done in the past. Previously, we entered the world of Cybernetic Horizon, and I realized I have 5 more packs extra that I did not film, and also that pack happens to have the possibility that I could get a Demise or Ruin, King and Queen retrospectively, of Armageddon. They are new variations. I love that new archetype so much. That's why I had 5 packs on hand extra that I almost completely forgot about. I bought these as kind of like insurance if I didn't get the card I wanted, and a brilliant excuse to open even more Yu-Gi-Oh! Content for you guys and girls. So please, sit back and relax as we unveil 5 packs of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cybernetic Horizon. 9 cards per pack, 5 packs. Quite a lot of cards to go through, but it should be fun. I guess you could call this Yu-Gi-Oh! Cybernetic Horizon 2 Electric Boogaloo. Well, let's get started. We'll go into pack number 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cybernetic Horizon. Please enjoy. I still don't know the name of this guy on the cover, but perhaps we'll get lucky and we'll find him. Besides that, let's just enjoy these packs. Pack number 1, opening now. Please enjoy. So we have our 9 cards here. Let's roll out. Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading Card Game, Cybernetic Horizon, pack number 1. The first card is going to be, we have a spell card, Contact Gate. Banish 2 Neo-Spacian monsters with different names from your graveyard. Special summon 2 Neo-Spacian monsters with different names from your hand, deck, and or graveyard. Also, for the rest of this turn, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck, except fusion monsters. If a face-up fusion monster that lists Elemental Hero Neos as material returns from your field to the extra deck, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one of your banished Neo-Spacian monsters. You can only activate 1 Contact Gate per turn. So this is support for the Neo-Spacian archetype, which was used in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and it was used alongside the Elemental Heroes, and most importantly, Elemental Hero Neos, who kind of acted as Jade and Yuki's signature monster. I remember for a while it used to be Elemental Hero Fling Wingman, and then it became Elemental Hero Neos. So, nice to get support for an older archetype like this. And that is Contact Gate, our first card and a spell card. So, the second card is going to be lovely. Support for the Armageddon archetype. Well, I call it the Armageddon archetype. You're supposed to really call it Demise and Ruin. Breaking of the World, a spell card. There's Demise. King or Supreme King of Armageddon. Destroying everything. God, I love this archetype. Spell card. Once per turn, you can target 1 ritual monster you control. Show 1 ritual monster in your hand and until the end of this turn, the level of the shown ritual monster becomes the targeted monster's level until the end of this turn, even if this card leaves the field. Once per turn, if Ruin, Queen of Oblivion, or Demise, King of Armageddon, is ritual summoned to your field, except during the damage step, you can activate one of these effects. You can draw one card, or destroy one card on the field. Basically, it's support for Demise and Ruin, and I love that. For summoning one of them, you get to draw a card, or destroy something on the field, and it's got an incredible artwork. Breaking of the World. It's just one of my favorite archetypes, the idea of this king and queen that just obliterate everything. I love them. So that was card number 2, Breaking of the World. The next card, card number 3, is going to be, we have Crusadia Draco, a level 4 wind type monster, dragon with an effect. Look at the detail in the artwork there. Level 4 wind dragon with an effect. Attack of 600 and a defense of 2000. You can special summon this card from your hand in defense position to your zone a link monster points to. You can only special summon Crusadia Draco once per turn this way. If this card is normal or special summoned to a zone a link monster points to, you can target one Crusadia card in your graveyard, except Crusadia Draco. Add it to your hand. You can only use this effect of Crusadia Draco once per turn. So it's a solid level 4 defensive monster that could be summoned depending on if link monster's arrows are pointing in its direction. It's always good to have a kind of defensive line being summoned for free, so I can see how this card can be useful. Crusadia Draco. Little armored dragon. Pretty cool. And our next card's going to be, we have a rare Interrupt Resistor, a level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 light type monster, Cyber's effect, an attack of 0 and a defense of 2100. Effect, when you take battle damage, you can special summon this card from your hand. Ooh, nice. And if you do, it gains attack equal to the damage you took. Once per turn during damage calculation, when another defense position monster you control is attacked by an opponent's monster, quick effect. Nice. You can activate this effect. During this damage calculation, your attacked monster's defense becomes equal to this card's defense. Also, it cannot be destroyed by that battle. So, speaking of a defensive line, I can see why this card is called Interrupt Resistor. It's resistant and it interrupts things. You take battle damage, this thing can be summoned straight from your hand and takes attack points equal to the damage you took. It can also boost your defensive monsters that are being attacked as well. So, that's a pretty cool Cyber's card. Interrupt Resistor. A rare. Silver lettering. Very nice. And our next card is going to be a spell card. Just a moment, I'm checking it right now. I was a bit confused there for a moment. This is actually a super rare, I think. But the artwork is so dark that you actually can't really see the reflection on it. It's kind of weird. You can't see it off camera. No, it's definitely a super rare. But the artwork is so dark you can't really see that rainbow effect unless I really go to my way to try. But we have a super rare World Legacy Survivor. Spell card with an effect. Excavate the top 5 cards of your deck, and if you do, add 1 excavated Krawler monster or World Legacy card to your hand. Also send the remaining cards to the graveyard. Otherwise, shuffle all excavated cards into the deck. For the rest of this turn after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck, except link monsters. You can only activate one World Legacy Survivor per turn. Cards that allow you to excavate the deck can be very useful. So I can see how this can be useful. It's just kind of it's cool, but it's irritating at the same time. I've got a super rare sitting in front of me, and I can't really show off the shine because the artwork on the card is so dark. But that's the way things go. So, that's a super rare World Legacy Survivor. We got a rare and a super rare. Pretty lucky. And our next card is going to be a Pendulum Monster, a Metaphys Decoy Dragon, a Light Type level 2, Pendulum points level 1 and level 1. Pendulum effect: when your monster is targeted for an attack, you can target one of your Metaphys monsters that is banished or in the graveyard. Banish this card, and if you do, special summon that monster in attack position. You can only use this effect of Metaphys Decoy Dragon once per turn. Worm, Pendulum, and its regular effect. When your monster is targeted for an attack, you can target one of your Metaphys monsters that is banished or in your graveyard. Banish this card, and if you do, special summon that monster in attack position. During the standby phase of the next turn after this card was banished, you can special summon this banished card. You can only use each effect of Metaphys Decoy Dragon once per turn. An attack of 300 and a defense of 200. Same as Karibo. I remember the original plain Decoy Dragon, which when it was attacked would allow you to summon a bigger dragon to take its place and take the brunt of the damage. So it's pretty much Decoy Dragon, but for Metaphys archetype, with Pendulum effect added in. And that is your Metaphys Decoy Dragon. There you are. And the next card is going to be, we have a Link monster, Crusadia Regulex, a light type, link arrows up and down. Beast Link with an effect, requires 2 effect monsters, including a Crusadia monster. Link 2, an attack of 1000. It gains attack equal to the combined original attack of all monsters this card points to. Monsters this card points to cannot attack. If an effect monster or monsters is special summoned to a zone or zones this card points to, except during the damage step, you can add 1 Crusadia spell or trap from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect of Crusadia Regulex once per turn. So there's a trade-off to using this Link monster. It gains attack equal to the combined original attack of any monsters it points to, but the monsters it points to cannot attack. So it's basically like, do you want to attack with 2 monsters separately, or 1 big monster with its combined strength? It's really up to you, and that's part of the beauty of Yu-Gi-Oh! You can pretty much do whatever the hell you want, as long as it's allowed. Crusadia Regulex, a Link monster. And we have 2 cards left in this pack. So our second last card of this pack is going to be spell card, Borrel Regenerator. Activate this card by targeting 1 Rokket monster in your graveyard. Special summon it and equip it with this card, but banish it when this card leaves the field. If this card is sent to the graveyard because the equipped monster is destroyed, you can draw 1 card. You can only use each effect of Borrel Regenerator once per turn. So it allows you to resurrect a Rokket monster, equip it with this, but then this gets banished when that card resurrected leaves the field. So basically, lets you bring a Rokket monster back. This thing leaves for good when the monster's destroyed again, but if the equipped monster's destroyed, you get to draw another card. You can only use this once per turn. So Borrel Regenerator, bring back a Rokket monster. That leaves the field. This card is banished, but you get a draw one card. Very nice. And the last card in this pack is going to be... what a name! The Terrifying Toddler of Torment. Isn't that just a toddler in general? A dark type level 3 monster. Fiend with a flip effect. Oh, you don't see flip effects that often now in Yu-Gi-Oh! At least, I think so. It's flip effect. You can send one Fiend monster from your deck to the graveyard. If this card is sent from the hand or deck to the graveyard, you can special summon this card in face down defense position. You can only use each effect of Terrifying Toddler of Torment once per turn. An attack of 0 and a defense of 200. No, 2000, sorry. That's a pretty good effect, though, for a toddler. You can send one Fiend monster from your deck to the graveyard. This card's applicable, so if you have another Terrifying Toddler, you can send it from your deck to the graveyard. You can then resurrect said Terrifying Toddler of Torment and summon one in face-down defense position, clearing yourself a level 3 Dark Fiend type with a decent amount of defense. I mean, 2000's nothing to laugh at. That is the end of pack number 1 of Cybernetic Horizon. We had a Contact Gate, Breaking of the World, Crusadia Draco, a Rare Interrupt Resistor, a Super Rare World Legacy Survivor, Metaphys Decoy Dragon, Crusadia Regulex, Borrel Regenerator, and a Terrifying Toddler of Torment. So, that was the first pack of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cybernetic Horizon. It was loaded with quite a few spell cards, it seems. But they're fun little cards. I mean, for your first pack, you're getting a rare and a super rare, so you can't really turn your nose up at that, can you? Okay, take these cards back. And prepare for pack number 2. I hope you're enjoying this so far. Let me know in the comments what you think as we get ready for pack number 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cybernetic. And so, we have pack number 2 of Cybernetic Horizon. Let's get our next 9 cards. Hopefully we get as lucky as we did in the last one. A rare and a super rare is pretty nice. Who knows what other surprises we have in store. That's part of why I keep going in blind to these videos. I don't know if I'm getting super rares, ultra rares, secret rares. I just see the cards as they come along. So, our next 9 cards of Cybernetic Horizon. Please enjoy. Card number 1 is going to be a spell card. Beast Magic Attack. I think that's Mythical Beast Cerberus. Remove spell counters from your field to activate one of these effects. 2 spell counters, you can return 1 Mythical Beast Pendulum monster you control to the hand. For 4 spell counters, special summon 1 face-up Mythical Beast Pendulum monster from your extra deck. Then you can place 2 spell counters on it. Nice. Or for 6 spell counters, special summon 1 face-up Pendulum monster from your extra deck. You can only activate 1 Beast Magic attack per turn. So Mythical Beast has got an archetype now, has he? I remember when he was just a random card in one of the Yu-Gi structure decks. I mean, I love that about Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes even just a single card can end up getting its own archetype. It can be really quite fascinating how it turns out that way. Who knows where the cards could unfold in the future. So that was Beast Magic Attack. Mythical Beast Cerberus, I believe the original was called. That must be one of his new variations. Looks really badass. So card number 2 is going to be... Yes! Hey buddy, we got a level 4 Dark Demise, Agent of Armageddon. Fiend Ritual with an effect. You can ritual summon this card with Cycle of the World. This card's name becomes Demise, King of Armageddon, my boy, while in the hand or on the field. If this card is ritual summoned, destroy one face-up monster on the field. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one ritual monster you control. While it's face-up in your field, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of your ritual monster's effects. An attack of 1800 and a defense of 1000. I love Demise and Ruin's design so much. So this is Demise in his junior form. Level 4 ritual summon is pretty easy to pull off. When he's ritual summoned, something on the field, bang, destroy it. When he's removed from the field, he can empower a ritual monster on the field so that its ritual monster's effect cannot be... Yeah, so say... Let me get my facts straight here. Say Ruin is on the field and Demise, bang, he's gone. He can then empower Ruin so that her effect can activate without the opponent being able to do pretty much anything about it. I love Demise and Ruin so much. So anytime I see them, you'll be noticing that I fanboy a little bit. Some of my very favorite cards, you'll hear that reaction from me. I was so surprised when they made this archetype so viable and gave it so much more support. I loved it so much. When I saw this junior Demise, I was like, this is so cool. And then they made the boss version of an already boss monster. So, I love this card very much. Demise, Agent of Armageddon. Plus, gotta love ritual monsters for that blue coloring on the card. That's part of why I like them so much, because blue is one of my favorite colors. So, Demise, Agent of Armageddon. The next card is going to be... We have a level 1 F-type. Gouki, Ring Trainer. Warrior with an effect. Attack and defense of 0. If you control no monsters, you can reveal this card in your hand, then target one Gouki Link monster in your graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand, then special summon the target, but it loses 500 attack. You can only use this effect of Gouki Ring Trainer once per turn. While you control a Gouki Link monster, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. So, if you control no monsters, you can reveal this from your hand, and then target a Gouki Link in your graveyard and bring it. So basically, if you have no cards, reveal this card, bring back a Gouki from the graveyard, and this too, but then the Gouki monster loses 500 attack. And also, while that Link monster's on the field, this can't be destroyed by battle. So it's a pretty nice effect. It's like a revival for Gouki, and keeps this thing protected to a degree. Gouki Ring Trainer. With that kendo stick over there. It makes me think of professional wrestling. The manager smacking the guy over the back with the kendo stick. So, that is Gouki Ring Trainer. And our next card is going to be... What did I tell you earlier about fanboying? Yes! Oh, yes. Yes. Demise, Supreme King of Armageddon, Rare. A Dark type. Level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember that boss form of a boss monster I was talking about before? Well, you're looking at him. Demise, Supreme King of Armageddon. It really makes me think of something like Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat, or something similar. A big, wieldy battle axe. And this magic field behind them really gives off this impression. I love the design of Demise and Ruin. Anyways, enough fanboying. Fiend Ritual with an effect. An attack of 3,000 and a defense of 3,000. Nice. You can ritual summon this card with Cycle of the World. This card's name becomes Demise, King of Armageddon, while in the hand or in the field. While this ritual summoned card is on the field, your ritual monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. If all monsters used to ritual summon this card were ritual monsters, you do not pay life points to activate its effects. Once per turn, you can pay 2,000 life points. Destroy as many other cards on the field as possible, and if you do, inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each destroyed card they controlled. So basically, this card's name is treated as Demise, King of Armageddon, the original card, which is a nice touch. Also, while Demise is on the field, other ritual monsters can be destroyed by battle, such as the younger versions of Demise, the current version of Ruin, or the younger versions of her. So with supporting your other ritual monsters, you can pay 2,000 life points to just nuclear bomb the entire field and inflict 200 damage for every card your opponent controlled. But if you made this card using only ritual monsters, you don't pay 2,000 life points, which is beautiful. You could every turn, if you wanted, nuke the field entirely. There's just something so satisfying about being able to just clear the board, just like that. And it's still useful enough that you can activate the effect without having to make ritual monsters. You just have to pay 2,000 life points, which in some people's strategies can really work out. Demise, Supreme King of Armageddon. I love him already. Hopefully we can get lucky and get his wife, Ruin, Angel of Oblivion. Okay, enough fanboying. Man, I love this card. The next one is going to be, and think about it, that's just a rare. That's just a rare card. That's showing you how much of a fanboy I am for this card. It's not even like an ultimate rare. I have original Ruin and Demise, an ultimate rare. I wish this was kind of a bigger foil, like a secret rare or something. Then I'd be like jumping out of my seat, although that wouldn't be very relaxing for a video. So, our next card finally is going to be, oh, very nice, Realm of Danger, ultra rare, Realm of Danger. Spell card with an effect. Your opponent cannot target danger monsters you control with card effects. During the turn they are special summoned. Once per turn you can target one danger monster you control. While you control that face-up monster in this face-up card, that monster can attack directly. Also, your opponent's monsters cannot target it for attacks, but it does not prevent your opponent from attacking you directly. So basically, this protects your danger monsters the turn they are summoned, and allows one of them to attack directly. And they can't target that monster for attacks, but they can attack you directly. So that's the trade-off. Realm of Danger, an ultra rare. Thanks to the gold writing on the very top of the card, which is very beautiful. And the foil. Put a bit of light on the card so you can see it a little bit better. We got a rare Demise, Supreme King of Armageddon, and an ultra rare Realm of Danger. This is going tremendous for opening video standards. Ultra rare Realm of Danger. Support for the Danger archetype. I'm loving this so far. And our next card is going to be the level 4 light type machine effect monster, Cyber Dragon Via. I believe the Cyber Dragons have this small variation named after numbers of they're named after German numbers. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Cyber Dragon 4. I like how they didn't just call it Cyber Dragon number 4, they actually gave it a cool little spin on the number. Cyber Dragon 4. Machine with an effect. Attack of 1100 and a defense of 1600. This card's name becomes Cyber Dragon while on the field or in the graveyard. If you normal or special summon Cyber Dragon, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand in defense position. You can only use this effect of Cyber Dragon Via once per turn. Each Cyber Dragon you control gains 500 attack and defense. So the beauty of the card is, its name becomes Cyber Dragon while on the field or the graveyard. And Cyber Dragon is notorious for these extremely powerful fusion variants. So even though it doesn't seem very powerful, while it's on the field, your other Cyber Dragon monsters get 500 attack and defense, including cards like this, who still get treated as Cyber Dragon in name. So it can empower a Cyber Dragon on the field. If you get a polymerization, you can put the two together to make Cyber Twin Dragon, or if you're even luckier, make Cyber End Dragon. Cyber Dragons are a really cool archetype as well. I love them. Not as much as Demise and Ruin, but they're so cool. I think it's because there is so much support for this archetype, but it doesn't stop it from being any less badass. I like the overlooked archetypes, and I think we can all agree that Cyber Dragon's gotten a hell of a lot of support. Not that it's not a cool archetype, I love it. Anyways, rambling aside, our next card's going to be a Performer Pal Labelman. A light type level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pendulum monster. Pendulum effect, once per turn, you can increase the levels of all pendulum summoned monsters you currently control by 1, even if this card leaves the field. Fairy Pendulum with an effect. Once per turn, you can declare a level from 1 to 5, then target one other Performer Pal monster you control. Until the end of this turn, reduce this card's level by the declared level, and if you do, increase the level of the other monster by the same amount. So it allows you to do some shenanigans with the levels of monsters, allowing you to summon different monsters for your own strategies. The possibilities are endless depending on what your ideas are. And if that fails, you don't have much to attack with. 100 attack, but 2600 defense is nice to stall for time, so you can decide what you want to do. You want a nice little defense, or do you want to pendulum something else with level shenanigans and get something out there that can really give your opponent some trouble? So, Perform Pal's quite nice. So, 2 cards left. The next card is going to be, we got another Borrel Regenerator. Since we already have this card, we'll just show off the art a little bit. Let you bring back a Rokket monster, attach this to it, and then if it's destroyed again, you get a card for your troubles. Pretty much. And the last card in this pack number 2 is going to be, ooh, nice, I love the look of this spell card. Solitary Sword of Poison. Now that is a cool looking weapon. In fact, I'm going to flip that. You can probably hear the pets in the background. I'm apologizing for that, but I can't tell them to stop making noise. I'm not Dr. Dolittle, unfortunately. Solitary Sword of Poison. Very nice looking thing. always love the design of these evil swords. Equip only to a monster you control. If the equipped monster battles an opponent's monster, the equipped monster's original attack and defense is doubled during damage calculation only. If you control a monster other than the equipped monster, send this card to the graveyard. You can only control one solitary sword of poison. So pretty much, this is all dependent on your monster being alone. If the monster is alone, when it battles, its attack is doubled. But if it's got any teammates, the card sends itself to the graveyard. So, you gain power from being alone the second you get any help. This help goes straight to the graveyard. But there's definitely some cards that can benefit from this. And that was pack number 2. We got a Beast Magic Attack, Demise, Agent of Armageddon, Gouki Ring Trainer, Demise Supreme King of Armageddon, a ultra rare Realm of Danger, that was really lucky of us, Cyber Dragon V, Performer Power Lebel Man, Borrel Regenerator, and a Solitary Sword of Poison. And that was pack number 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cybernetic Horizon. I'm so happy that we got Demise Supreme King, as that's part of the reason I had these spare card packs lying around. But to get an ultra rare on top of that is really nice. So, let's put these cards back and prepare for booster pack number 3. I hope you're enjoying this so far. Let me know how you're feeling in the comments. I hope you're all doing alright, my friends. And get ready as we get soon prepared for Cybernetic Horizon booster pack number 3. Yu-Gi-Oh! Cybernetic Horizon pack number 3. Please enjoy. I'm really enjoying this so far, and I hope you are too. If it helps you relax, if you like to see these cards being opened, or you're just looking for a little bit of silly, light entertainment, whatever you get out of this, I hope it helps your day. Even just a little tiny bit, my friends. Having fun along the way as we get into Cybernetic Horizon booster pack number 3. Please enjoy. Card number 1 is another repeat. Level 4 Crusadia Draco. Pretty much generic support, defense for the Crusadia archetype. So let's just look at the artwork. Flying Mythical Dragon. Pretty cool. Always love how even the most basic cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Have wonderful designs. So that was card number 1. Card number 2 is going to be Spell Card. World Legacy's Memory. What's this going on in the background? Bunch of scientists in the background. Special summon one Mekk-Knight monster from your hand or deck in defense position, but return it to the hand during the end phase. For the rest of its turn after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters, except Mekk-Knight monsters. You can only activate one World Legacy's memory per turn. So it's a slight resurrection for Mekk-Knight monsters. I'm not too sure of the Mekk-Knight archetype, but surely this could be useful in some capacity. World Legacy's Memory. And our next card's going to be more support for the Crusadia archetype spell card, Crusadia Power. Target one Crusadia monster you control. That Crusadia monster is unaffected by card effects this turn, except its own. You can only activate one Crusadia power per turn. It's a pretty generic support. It's just, right, you, Mr. Crusadia, Mr. and Mrs. Crusadia. This turn, you're buffed. There you go. Sometimes simplicity really works out for cards, because it doesn't discriminate which cards in the archetype get it. Everyone gets it. So if you want to buff the stronger or the weaker Crusadia monsters, you have that option right in your hands. Crusadia power. And the next card's going to be a rare Cynet Ritual. Rare with the silver writing at the top. Unfortunately, Scotland's deciding to not be very bright today, so I don't have much light to work with. Usually I try and film this during the day, so I have some light to reflect off the cards. But all of a sudden, it's really getting dark. You might have noticed in the video. Cynet Ritual. This looks quite sinister. For some reason, these patterns are making me think of something like Final Fantasy X when you get to Xanarkand. This card can be used to ritual summon any Cyber's ritual monster. You must also tribute monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equal or exceed the level of the ritual monster you ritual summon. Also, if you control no monsters, you can banish this card and one ritual monster from the graveyard. Special summon 2 Cynet tokens, Cyber's Light level 4, attack and defense of 0. You cannot activate this effect the turn this card is sent to the graveyard. So, I love this idea of ritual cards doing more than just summoning the ritual monster. It can be used in this case as an emergency. You don't have anything on the field, but you have this ritual card in the graveyard along with a Cyber's ritual monster. So, you're completely exposed to attack. This and the ritual monster in the graveyard are banished, but you get 2 tokens to defend you. They won't be able to fight back, of course, as they are tokens, but they might be enough to save you in the long run from a possibly fatal attack that depletes your life points. So that's a nice little bonus of Cynet Ritual, a rare spell/ritual card. And our next card is going to be, just a moment, shuffling a little bit there. The next card is going to be a super rare Vorticular Drumgon, a dark type link-free monster. Vorticular Drumgon. That's a really weird name. Vorticular Drumgon. Dragon Link effect. Requires 3 dark dragon monsters with an attack of 1000. If this card is special summoned, you can draw 1 card. You can only use this effect of Vorticular Drumgon once per turn. If this effect resolves, the unused monster zones this card points to cannot be used for the rest of this turn. So it needs 3 dark dragon monsters and has 1000 attack. And it's a link free. To be honest, I'm not really sure what I can do with this because I'm not as familiar with link monsters as I'd like to be. So I'm kind of stumped right now how I can use this card. But every card has its use. Even Sparks. Yeah, I said it. Every card has its own use. Vorticular Drumgon. Super rare. Due to the lack of lighting, you can't really see the rainbow in the card, but I can try. Vorticular Drumgon. And our next card is going to be a trap card. Link Turret. Oh, it's a lot of text. When this card is activated, place 4 counters on this card. Each time you take battle damage, place 1 counter on this card. During your main phase 2, you can remove 1 counter from this card, then target 1 Rokket monster in your graveyard. Special summon it, but its effects are negated. Also, it's banished when it leaves the field. You cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck except Dark Link monsters the turn you activate this effect, even if this card leaves the field. So basically, you've got 4 counters right off the bat that you can resurrect Rokket monsters with, but when they're resurrected, they're gone, they're banished. So that's the trade-off for such a powerful trap card, Link Turret. It seems Rokket monsters have got a lot of ways to resurrect them, but the turning point is, once they're resurrected and they leave again, they are gone. So, take that with a pinch of salt. Link Turret. And so, our next card... Oop, hit the camera there. Sorry. The next card is going to be a spell card. Mythical Institution. It's like they were trying to make me stutter there. Mythical Institution. Did I get it right? Mythical Institution. Mythical Institution. Mythical Institution. There we go. Each time a face-up mythical beast, pendulum monster card, or cards you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, place 2 spell counters on this card. Once per turn, you can remove any number of spell counters from your field. Add 1 monster to your hand from your deck or face-up extra deck with a level equal to the number removed that you can place a spell counter on. If this card on the field will be destroyed by card effect, you can remove 1 spell counter from this card instead. So basically, I like the idea of these cards that use spell counters that can protect themselves with spell counters. So if something's going to kill this, take a counter away, and it saves itself. So it's not so powerless. And then, if it builds enough spell counters, you can use it to dig around in your deck and summon a monster, depending on how much spell counters you're willing to donate. Pretty cool. So we got 2 cards left in pack number 3 of Cybernetic Horizon. The second last card's going to be... Oh no, run. It's the terrifying toddler of torment. The dark type level 3 monster. Fiend flip with an effect. You can send 1 fiend monster from your deck to the graveyard. We pretty much went over its effect. You can send something from your deck to the graveyard, like Terrifying Toddler of Torment. That effect kicks in, and you can summon it on the field, face down, in defense mode. So, the possibilities are really up to you. And our last card in pack number 3 is going to be... Whoa, nice! That's a high-level monster. Divine Serpent Gay. How do you say that? G. Level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, that's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. A level 12 monster, Divine Serpent G. That is my reaction to seeing that level. G. Reptile with an effect. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned by its own effect. If a monster or monsters you control is destroyed by an opponent's attack or card effect, you can pay half your life points. Special summon this card from your hand. It cannot be targeted by card effects. If this card attacks an opponent's monster during the damage step only, negate the effects of that monster while it's face up in the field, but its effects can still be activated. Also, its attack becomes half its original attack. Once per battle, if this card battles during damage calculation quick effect, you can make this card's attack become equal to the highest original attack on the field. Your choice if tied. So this is a card that can get really screwy if you really wanted to. But having access to a level 12 monster, so I know for a fact there'll be someone out there that can really cause some mayhem with a card like this. And so, that was pack number 3. We got a Crusadia Draco, World Legacy's Memory, Crusadia Power, Rare Cynet Ritual, Super Rare Vorticular Drumgon, Link Turret, Mythical Institution, Terrifying Toddler of Torment, and Divine Sepulchre. And that has been pack number 3 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cybernetic Horizon. We're pretty much halfway there, so let's get these cards put away and prepare for pack number 4. We're pretty lucky so far. I'll try and get some more lighting ready for pack number 4, because it's getting really dark out there. It's a bonus if you can see the cards that I'm opening. So, get ready soon. So I tried turning the lights on in the room. Due to the placement of the lights in this living room, it doesn't really help that much, but, you know, it's better than nothing. So, Yu-Gi-Oh! Cybernetic Horizon, pack number 4. We're getting close to the end, my friends. Hopefully we get lucky, and we can find Demise here, his wife, Ruin. Hopefully we do get lucky. I love her to pieces. Cybernetic Horizon, pack number 4. Please enjoy. So, pack number 4. Card number 1 of pack number 4 is going to be another repeat, a Gouki Ring Trainer. I've already covered him, so he can summon a Gouki Link monster from the graveyard. It loses 500 attack, but it means he can't be destroyed by battle, so you get a free resurrection in exchange for decreasing the Gouki Link monster. And that is Gouki Ring Trainer. Second card's going to be... oh wow! Cosmo Brain. Level 2, 4, 6, level 7 monster, Dark type. Oh my god, that is cool. It's blatantly supposed to be support for Cosmo Queen, which is a real old school card I love. Spellcaster with an effect, an attack of 1500 and defense of 2450. Cannot be normal summoned or set, must first be special summoned by sending one non-effect monster from your hand or face-up field to the graveyard. This card gains attack equal to the level of the monster sent by this way, times 200. You contribute one effect monster, special summon one normal monster from your hand or deck. You can only use this effect of Cosmo Brain once per turn. It's clearly supposed to be using Cosmo Queen as support. It's got the same armor design as Cosmo Queen. It can send Cosmo Queen or a normal monster similar to the graveyard to empower itself. And you contribute an effect monster to summon a normal monster from your hand or deck. Cosmo Queen. Cosmo Queen's a brilliant card as well. I love her. She's just a straight up normal monster with 2800 attack. You gotta love that. And I've always admired normal monsters because the only weakness is they don't have effects, but there's no restrictions on them either. That's why Blue Eyes White Dragon is still so viable. Blue Eyes White Dragon, 3000 attack. You want to bring it back from the graveyard? Okay. That's it. You just have a card that brings it back, and there you go. A 3000 attack monster. Normal monsters are so cool. Plus, you get a little bit of lore into the background of Yu-Gi-Oh! Monsters. So, a card like Cosmo Brain is definitely much appreciated. And so, our next card is going to be a spell card. 0 extra link. Activate this card by targeting one link monster you control that is co-linked to a link monster in the extra monster zone. The targeted monster gains 800 attack for each link monster on the field. If a link monster is link summoned using the targeted monster as material, that link monster gains the same attack increase that the targeted monster had. Until the end of this turn, even if this card leaves the field, after damage calculation, if the targeted monster attacked, destroy this card. That's one thing that's kind of splitting the community right now. Link monsters get up to a lot of stuff in a short space of time, and cards like this can really make the game quite confusing at times. But it's up to the fan base to decide if that's a good or bad thing. I'm still trying to comprehend it to really form an opinion if it's actually making the game better or worse. I feel like the game is getting ridiculously complex, but who knows? I'm not exactly the most intelligent individual, so I just like these cards, how pretty they are, and occasionally playing a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! The experts can decide what helps the game and hinders it. So, 0 extra link. Cool looking spell card though. You can't fault that. The next card is... Hey buddy, good to see you again. We have another Demise, Agent of Armageddon. I said that weird. Demise, Agent of Armageddon. What I actually said, Demise, Agent of Armageddon, Yugi boy. My voice went so weird there. Yugi boy. Why am I randomly doing Pegasus' voice? My marvelous tunes. Oh, Yugi boy. I always loved how Pegasus was voiced by the same guy that played James in Pokemon. Even we couldn't screw this up, Jesse. Okay, I'm getting totally distracted and sidelined here. Demise, Agent of Armageddon. Said correctly. Level 4 ritual monster. Gotta love the guy. Our next card's going to be a rare card. Sim Tablier. Level 2, 4, 5. Sim Tablier, Dark type level 5 Cybernetic effect monster. Attack of 0, defense of 1800. You can reveal this card in your hand, then target one level 4 Cybernetic monster in your graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand to your zone a linked monster you control points to, and if you do, return the targeted monster to the hand. You can only use this effect of Sim Tablier once per turn. Pretty cool design for a Cybernetic monster. And that silver lettering that I unfortunately can't really show off. So, the next card's going to be a super rare Dragunity Sonatus. I'm going to get my phone out here. I'm going to use the torch. There's no point getting a super rare if you can't really see the color. Get my phone out with a flashlight here. Dragunity Sonatus. Now you can see the color. I'll get all the rares and super rares together and put the torch on it so that way you can really see that I'm actually drawing these things. Dragunity Sonatus. Very cool. A level 4 wind type, winged beast with an effect. You can discard one Dragunity card. Equip one Dragon Dragunity tuner from your deck to this card. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, except dragon monsters. You can only use this effect of Dragunity Sonatus once per turn. If a Dragunity card or cards you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy one Dragunity card equipped to this card instead. attack of 1800, and a defense of 600. Dragunity Senatus. Wow, it is really dark outside. Taking the torch away makes that just so obvious. That's probably the sign we're getting close to the end. Dragunity Senatus, a cool super rare card. Pretty lucky. Next card is a Cluster Congester. Screw it, I'm just going to use the torch for the rest of the commons. Cluster Congester. Level 2, 4, 6, 7. A level 7 light type Cybernetic effect monster. If this card is normal or special summoned, and you control no link monsters, you can special summon one Congester token, Cybernetic Dark, level 1, attack 0, and defense 0. You can only use this effect of Cluster Congester once per turn. Once per battle step, if a link monster you control is attacked, quick effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard and that link monster. Special summon Congester tokens up to the number of link monsters your opponent controls. Attack of 1000 and defense of 2200. The pets are going absolutely crazy over there. Cluster Congester. Being able to summon tokens can cause all sorts of interesting setups. So we have 2 cards left in pack number 4. The next card is going to be another Crusadia monster. Crusadia Reclusia. Pardon me. A level 3 fire type monster. Kind of looks like, makes me think of Wizardmon, you know, from Digimon, the TV series. Spellcaster effect, attack of 400 and a defense of 2000. You can special summon this card from your hand in defense position to your zone a link monster points to. You can only special summon Crusadia Reclusia once per turn this way. If this card is normal or special summon to a zone a link monster points to, you can target one Crusadia card you control and one card your opponent controls. Destroy them. You can only use this effect of Crusadia Reclusia once per turn. So, its power is you destroy one of your own Crusadia monsters, but you get to destroy something else in return. It's only fair. And the final card in pack number 4 is going to be another repeat, the Solitary Sword of Poison. We've already covered the effect. Makes you strong if you're alone. Doesn't do anything if you've got a teammate. But get a look at that artwork. If I can. Really nice. So, in pack number 4, we got a Solitary Sword of Poison, a Gouki Ring Trainer, Cosmo Brain, nice support for Cosmo Queen, who would have thought, 0 extra link, Demise, Agent of Armageddon, once more, a rare Sim Tablier, a super rare Dragunity Senatus, Cluster Congester, and Crusadia Reclusia. Getting tongue-tied there. And that was Yu-Gi-Oh! Cybernetic Horizon, pack number 4. Put the cards back where they came from, and get ready for the final pack. I hope you're enjoying this so far. If I knew it was going to get so dark, I would have prepared the lamp so the cards would be better lit. But unfortunately, I can't predict how dark Scotland's going to get. But I hope you appreciate it all the same, that I'm still making the video. Anyways, get ready for the 5th booster pack of this video, and the final booster pack of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cybernetic. And so, we're coming to the end of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cybernetic Horizon 2 Electric Boogaloo. I hope you've been enjoying this. Yu-Gi-Oh! Cybernetic Horizon, Booster Pack, number 5. Please enjoy. Having a lot of fun. Oh, that's rain starting. You might hear that in the background. I love the sound of rain. I don't know about you, but there's something about it that really relaxes me. It makes me appreciate being in. Pack number 5. Damn, I love the sound of rain. Don't know if it'll help the video, but it's helping me right now. The first card in this pack is going to be World Legacy's Memory. I'm just going to use the torch for the remainder of this video, so I'm too lazy to get the lamp ready. World Legacy's Memory. We covered that in the past. A bunch of these different scientists. And it's support for Mekk-Knight monsters. Pretty nice. And our second card is going to be Metaphys Ascension. Trap card. Discard one Metaphys card. Draw a card. Then you can banish one Metaphys monster from your deck. If this card is banished, you can add one Metaphys card from your deck to your hand, except Metaphys Ascension. You can only use one Metaphys Ascension effect per turn, and only once that turn. You can get up to some fun, banishing, destroying monsters from your own deck in the hopes of getting something even greater. Metaphys Ascension. Trap card. The next card is going to be another Crusadia card. Oh, she seems quite pretty. Let's get the light on her there. Crusadia Arborea, a level 3 water type monster. Wow, she's really pretty. She's making me think of Princess Zelda or something. She has some kind of rapier there. Warrior Tuner with an effect. You can special summon this card from your hand in defense position to your zone a link monster points to. You can only special summon Crusadia Arborea once per turn this way. If a Crusadia monster or monsters you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your field or graveyard instead. You can only use this effect of Crusadia Arborea once per turn. Support for Crusadia monsters, an attack of 800 and a defense of 1800. Listen to that. That rain's really picking up now. While it's raining, let's see if it'll cool down for a moment by admiring the beauty of Arborea here. Look how beautiful she is. That's Crusadia Arborea. It's calming down a little bit now. So, the next card is another Crusadia card. It's Crusadia Mania. Crusadia Mania is going to run wild on you. Crusadia Vanguard. There's Arborea there in the background. The whole squad showing up. Crusadia Vanguard, trap card. When you activate this card, you can also tribute one Crusadia or World Legacy monster. If you did, special summon one Crusadia or World Legacy monster with a different original name from your deck or graveyard. While you control a Crusadia Link monster, your opponent's monsters can only target Link monsters for attacks. You can only activate one Crusadia Vanguard per turn. As as much as I love Demise and Ruin, we're getting a lot of Crusadia, so this is their time to shine in this video. Getting to see all the different variations of the support that this archetype receives. Can't get over how pretty Arborea is, I mean, seriously. That is Crusadia Vanguard. Put the torch down there and it looks very sinister, like I'm conjuring the forces of light. Or something like that. The next card's going to be a rare Performer Pal Gold Fang. That's probably one of the most fearsome looking Performer Pals I've seen, even with the little bow tie. Performer Pal Gold Fang, a level 4 light type beast pendulum monster with 2 effects. Pendulum effect: once per turn of your Performer Pal monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, inflict 1000 damage to your opponent. Or it's an 1800 attack and 700 defense beast pendulum regular effect. If this card is normal or special summoned, all Performer Pal monsters you currently control gain 200 attack until the end of this turn. So, if your Performer Pal monster destroys an opponent's monster, hit them with 1000 damage, or empower your Performer Pal monsters with 200 attack. Pretty nice. So you summon this and it's actually got 2000 attack to do its own effect. Very nice. We have 4 cards left. Hopefully we get lucky. 4th last card is nice. A super rare Noble Knight Pelennor. Noble Knight monsters are really cool. I didn't know this archetype was in here. Noble Knight Pelennor. Is it Pelennor or Pelennore? Either one looks cool. Level 4 light type monster. What's that line in Shakespeare? Gallop apace, you fiery-footed steeds, as Pelennor charges forth on his armored horse. Warrior, 1900 attack, 500 defense with an effect. You can target 1 Noble Arms equip spell equipped to this card and 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Destroy them, then draw 1 card. Also, this card cannot attack for the rest of this turn. You can only use this effect of Noble Knight Pelennor once per turn. So, destroy its own equip spell card, destroy the opponent. Also, draw a card. So, if this 1900 attack monster can't destroy the opponent, it can discard its equip card, obliterate the opponent, and get a card drawn in return. That's pretty nice. Noble Knight Pelennor. And the 3rd last card's going to be a Link monster. Link Devotee. Cyber's Link. Link 1 with an effect. Requires 1 level 4 or lower Cyber's monster. If this card is special summoned for the rest of this turn, you cannot special summon, or link summon, apologies. You cannot link summon link 3 or higher link monsters. If this co-linked card is tributed, you can special summon 2 link tokens. Attack and defense of 0. You can only use this effect of Link Devotee once per turn. Quite interesting. Cool design too. It's a Link 1, hence the arrow up here. Second last card. Second last card's going to be Ruin and Demise support. Cycle of the World. There's Ruin in the background there. This card is used to ritual summon Ruin, Queen of Oblivion, or Demise, King of Armageddon. You must also tribute monsters from your field whose total levels equal or exceed the level of the ritual monster you ritual summon. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can shuffle this card into the deck. Add one End of the World from your deck to your hand. Then you can add one Ruin, Queen of Oblivion, or Demise, King of Armageddon, from your graveyard to your hand. So basically, it acts as the ritual card for Demise and Ruin, and then on the turn, except the card this was destroyed, you can shuffle it into the deck, recycling it. Add End of the World, another card that can summon Demise and Ruin, and add either Ruin or Demise, the original cards, from your graveyard to your hand. Part of the reason I love Demise and Ruin is that they keep coming back. Once you ritual summon them, they can resurrect themselves. This idea that Armageddon is inevitable. I don't know, I just like that design. Cycle of the World. Beautiful. And the final card of this video is going to be a repeat. Mythical Institution. Already covered this, so let's just get the artwork there. And that is pack number 5 being opened. So, let's take all our cards together and see what we come up with. So, let's separate all the rares and super rares. Dragunity Sonatus, Rare Centiblia, Common, 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 Rare, Common, 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 Ultra Rare, Super Rare, Rare, Common, 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 Super Rare, Rare, Common, 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 Rare, Super Rare, Rare, Common, Common. So in total in this video, for our common cards, you received Mythical Institution, Cycle of the World, Crusadia Vanguard, Crusadia Arborea, how beautiful she is, Metaphys Ascension, World Legacy's Memory, Crusadia Draco, World Legacy's Memory, Crusadia Power, Link Turret, Mythical Institution, Terrifying Toddler of Torment, Divine Serpent, Contact Gate, Breaking of the World, Crusadia Draco, Metaphys Decoy Dragon, Crusadia Regulex, Borrel Regenerator, Terrifying Toddler of Torment, Beast Magic Attack, Demise, Agent of Armageddon, Gouki Ring Trainer, Solitary Sword of Poison, Cyber Dragon Veer, Performapal the Bellman, Borrel Regenerator, Cosmo Brain, Solitary Sword of Poison, Gouki Ring Trainer, Zero Extra Link, Demise Agent of Armageddon, Cluster Congester, and Crusadia Reclusia. And that is our common cards in one big pile. Now, in no particular order, are rare cards. In fact, no, there's a common slipped in there. Link Devotee. So, our rare cards. Super rare, Noble Knight, Pelennor. Rare Performapal Goldfang. Rare Cynet ritual, or Xanakin ritual to me. Super rare Vorticular Drumgon. Rare Interrupt Resistor. Super rare, finally we have proof here thanks to the torch here, that this is indeed a super rare World Legacy Survivor. Ultra rare, Realm of Danger. Beautiful card. Rare Demise, Supreme King of Armageddon. Rare Simtablia, and super rare Dragunity Sonatus. And that has been Yu-Gi-Oh! Cybernetic Horizon 2. I hope you have enjoyed, my friends. 'Cause I have. And so comes the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. We didn't find Ruin, Queen of Oblivion, or Supreme Angel of Oblivion, whatever her upgraded name is. I can't recall it right now. If only we had more booster packs to open of Cybernetic Horizon. If only we had more booster packs to open. Because, you know, nobody likes sequels to anything. Nevertheless, my videos. But I almost want to open more booster packs to get a shot at Ruin and... oh. We have a Cybernetic Horizon Special Edition that's been sitting around in my room for far too long. That'll be an interesting video next time. Cybernetic Horizon, and some bonus cards as well. You can't go too wrong with that. So, we'll get around to that next time. Until then, this